Hello everyone, welcome back to Technical Tuesday, and we have our yellow swatch video to do. So this is all of my yellow polishes that we're going to go over today for stamping polishes. I don't think we need to get into my regular or my gel quite yet, guys. Don't think we're ready for that. That's a lot of swatching. But this is my Clear Jelly Stamper Yellow Glow in the Dark polish. It's the last one in my collection to show of glow in the dark polishes, and it is a nice soft yellow. And it stamps as a very light pastel-y yellow over white. If I can get it to show up on camera, it's very hard to see. It's very sheer. And it does kind of show up over black, but it looks like a gray over black. So this next one is a gold from Born Pretty, and it is a very bright yellow gold. This is one of my favorites, and to be honest, I'm almost out of it and I need to buy another one because this one is so unique in its brightness. None of my Maniology golds are quite this bright. This is one that actually performs better than my Maniology golds, as funny as that may seem. And it's a very old one. I've had this for a long time. I've had it for about 7 years. And this is definitely one that I repeatedly go back to. It's absolutely stunning. And it shines so bright over black as well as white. It is absolutely gorgeous. And this is a Born Pretty. And as far as I know, it's just gold because I don't have my sticker anymore, and I could never find the actual name. So as far as I know, it's just gold Born Pretty, as far as I know. Okay, so our next yellow is Honeydew for Maniology. Now we are starting to enter the Maniology polishes. Now this is a very bright yellow, and it's super bright over white, and it has a slight green hue over black. Yellows are probably some of the worst to go over dark. Much like red and orange, they do not like to show well over dark colors. But I find yellows are the most finicky about that. But this is a very pretty yellow. It's a softer, it's not super bright. I'm not a huge fan of yellow to start with. I like all colors, but like yellow is my least favorite. My favorites is the more cool toned colors, with the exception of red. Red's probably the only warm toned color that I really like, but I love blues and purples are my biggest colors that I go for and reach for. I like a lot of different greens, but the green's definitely not my favorite. But no, I do love the cool toned colors most. Okay, so this is a very bright yellow, and this is Pencils Down. This is from the Schools Out collection. Ooh, the yellowing of my nail is more prominent with the yellow stamping polishes. Okay, so if you're wondering why this nail is slightly yellowed, it's because I peel clementines for my kids and myself, and something about the orange, the rind of the clementine has been staining my natural nail on the underside from peeling them. So no matter how hard I try, I can't seem to get that stain out. Not for a lack of trying. Okay, so this is Pencils Down, and over white it is super bright. Over black it actually turns more pastel-like, but it does keep its yellow hue, which is nice. It doesn't turn kind of greenish like Honeydew did. Alright, this next one is Zinnia, and it is a very pastel-y, soft yellow. Very good for like spring flowers and Easter and things like that. And it shows up great over white and reasonably well over black. It does keep its yellow tone. It's not the same though over black as it is over white. I can't really say that it changes color in the sense of like turns green, well, like more of a green like Honeydew did, but it definitely changes the look of it for sure. All right, so this next one is a very old one and very bright. This is one from the Bundle Monster days. And this one is a neon. And this is Go Be You. And it has a green look over black, and it's a very bright yellow over white. And this needs polish thinner. I guess when the polish is almost 8 years old, well, that's what happens. I'll add polish thinner to that in a second to show you. It has a slight green hue over the black, unfortunately, and even the camera's picking that up. It's got a green hue, and over white is very bright, very well done, but over black, not so much. So I'm going to go ahead and add some thinner to this because it needs it. This is a very underused bottle, so I do not want it to get too thick and be unsalvageable. It's not as bad as Dovetail. Dovetail gives me so many problems. Me and Dovetail argue all the time. I've had to add thinner to that one so many times because it just wants to get super thick. I think there's something wrong with its cap and it doesn't seal properly, so air's getting in and allowing it to cure slowly in the bottle. Okay, so this is wearing off of. Swatch stick my E. Doesn't quite look like an E anymore. Yeah, crud. That one's not any better. It's a little bit better, but still bad. Okay, so this is E-Tronica, and this is a very bright yellow, and it gives it a slight green hue over the black, just like the other. Something about yellows. I don't know what it is. They are really not great for dark colors at all. Yellows are like reds and oranges. They need a white underneath them to really show. So if this is the type of polish you would want to stamp in white first, whatever the image is. If you're wanting it to be a yellow, red, or orange, stamp in white first, and then stamp the same image again in the color that you want. Otherwise, this is what you're going to get. It's not going to show right. Something about yellows. They just don't. I don't know why, guys. I don't know why. Okay, so this is It's Lit, and my goodness, is it. This camera's not even doing this justice. It is so sparkly, and it's not only a fine metallic base in there, but it's got the big chunks too, and you can see both. See if I can get it to show on camera, but you can actually see both. Especially when you look at the stamped, you can see both. You can see chunks of metallic flake as well as the more smooth metallic base. It is both, and oh my goodness, is it just... It is so sparkly and so shiny. Oh my goodness. And it shows great over both white and black. This has New Year's party dress vibes all around. Like straight up. It is very pretty. Okay, so this next one is my last one to show from the Rainbow Splash collection. It is a jelly yellow polish. It looks orange in the bottle, but it is not. It looks orange in the bottle, but it is most certainly a yellow. And it is actually rather bright for a jelly yellow. Generally, from what I've seen, they're softer in color. But no, this is actually a very bright jelly yellow, and just like all the other jellies, it doesn't really show all that well over the black, but great over white. Okay, on to the golds that's very similar to the Born Pretty, but don't stamp quite the same. This is Heart of Gold. This one is still available from Maniology. For sure, I know that much. This is their staple gold. And it is a nice, beautiful yellow gold, nice metallic finish. It's a very smooth finish. It's nice and bright. Now this next one is an old one that is very similar to this, but not quite, but also still does not show up nearly as bright as the Born Pretty one. Neither one of these do, but they're very close to the Born Pretty one. This is Liquid Gold. This is from their Bundle Monster days, and it is a very nice yellow gold as well, but it is much more sheer than Heart of Gold, and Heart of Gold is more sheer than the Born Pretty Gold. But it does show up well over black and white. Compare to Heart of Gold. Like I said, they're almost identical. Heart of Gold is a little smidgen brighter of a yellow gold. I'm not even sure if you can tell on camera or not, but it is. Next one on the list is, let's see, Sunrise. And this is a yellow from the Bundle Monster days, and it turns green over black and is a nice bright yellow over white. And it is a very sunny yellow. I do like that description. It has a hint of orange to it. But it is definitely a yellow. And straight up, guys, it turned green over the black. Like so many of the others. It just, yellows and black or dark colors in generality just don't seem to mix. All right. Next on the list is Lasso. And this one's an interesting one because it has an actual added colored shimmer, and it's not a cream, but it's not a gold either. It has like a reddish, orangish, pinky type shimmer, and that's what shows when it's over black. But over the white, it gives that nice, beautiful yellow with a hint of shimmer, just like it is naturally. So all you really see over the black is those shimmers in those three type of colors. So it's very interesting. This is actually one of my favorite yellows, though, because of how versatile and how well it shows up. This is actually a more versatile one for me. It's definitely better than a lot of the creams for showing up. But to be fair, yellows are kind of rough. Okay, so this one is a gold with holographic glitter chunks in it, and it is called Lost Gold. And there's a lot going on with this one. And it reminds me a little bit of It's Lit, just instead of giant flakes of metallic pigments, it has giant holographic pigments in it. But it does stamp rather well over both black and white. Let's see if you can see the holographic rainbow sparkles going on in there, guys. Yeah. Okay, so this next one is a holographic yellow. This is Liquid Sunshine, and it is quite beautiful. Even though I'm not a huge fan of yellow, this is definitely one of my favorites. As far as holographic polishes for stamping polishes, though, this is probably the worst one they have created as far as quality. But once again, it's a yellow, and yellows are hard to do, so it is a little bit sheer, but it still shows quite well over black and white. So the only thing I can say is that if you're going to use it as your base color, you're going to want something underneath it because it's a bit sheer. Aside from that, when you stamp it over something, it shows just fine. I don't know why it's like that, but it just is. But as you can see, it does great over both. Okay, so this next one is a metallic yellow that leans slightly to the green, and it is called Daffodil. Okay, so it shows up great over white, like most yellows. And it actually shows relatively well over black. However, it does kind of bring out that green hue a little bit. All right, this next one has a green hue to it as well, but it is a neon yellow. And this one is called Jungle Mirage. And it is very bright. And I will say this, it looks like, it looks kind of like a sage green over the black. This one also needs some polish thinner. So as you see, it's very bright over the white, and it turns kind of greenish over the black. Shake this up some more and see if it really needs that or not. It should be okay. I don't think it needs thinner quite yet. It's getting there though. All right, and here is the last one. This is a nice soft cream-like yellow, and it is called Winnie. And it was from their Winnie the Pooh a mix-in box last year, and no, the year before that actually, I think. And it is a very nice soft pastel yellow. So that covers all of my yellows. I don't have nearly as many of those as I do everything else. I have lots of blues, lots of greens, lots of reds, lots of pinks. I don't have a whole lot of oranges, browns, or yellows, And I'm clumping together my grayscale and my special effect blacks and special effect whites together in one video because this is all I have for that. They alone, each one of those would not really make a video. It'd be less than the yellow. So together they go on one ring and they make up a decent length video by themselves. And that will be the last swatch video for my collection of swatches. Any swatch videos past this will be the new polishes as they come out in comparison to old polishes for colors. So we are down to the very end of this on my collections, and I will probably end up making a playlist that has all of them together and make it easier access for people who just want to watch this, what colors I have and the swatches and all of that. So I do believe that covers it for today. For those who like the you who want to help this channel and like this video, go ahead and leave a like, and you can go ahead and leave a comment. Those two things help get my videos out into the algorithm and help bring it to more people. And if this is, you know, this isn't your first time to my channel and you've liked what you've seen, feel free to subscribe. That also helps this channel. And of course, I have in the description below my discount code for Maniology. It gives you 10% off of all purchases that are not their MXM plates, the past plates, or their MXM subscription box itself. And then you get 10% off of the order and I get a small kickback from it. So that helps me replenish consumable supplies, helps me be able to provide videos of things you would like to see me try and things like that. So that is a big help if you want to help. For those of you who have already been doing that, thank you very much. It is a big help, and I cannot begin to explain how much it helps. Because it is hard to keep doing these videos over time because of how much consumable items are used. I was not anticipating how fast I was going to go through some of those things. For instance, how often I have to buy acetone. I would say more than doubled how often I have to buy it compared to what it used to be. It probably quadrupled, to be honest. So the frequency in which I have to buy things definitely increased a lot once I started making videos for you guys. So, you know, what little I get from my code being used makes a big difference. So I appreciate that greatly. And when we get to the 1,000 subscribers mark and I can have at least enough income to do a small giveaway, bare minimum, we'll see how much I would get ad revenue wise, how much I can do for a giveaway. I will start doing giveaways though when I hit those milestones. At 500, I will do a video on my entire nail studio area where I do all my filming and show you guys how I have everything set up. So I don't think I have any other announcements at this point. But I think that covers it. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know this one's actually a short one because I don't have very many yellows. So I hope you all are having a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be, wherever you are at while you were watching this video. And until next time, guys, thank you all for watching. Bye.